A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Yeah, they're missing a quality player, and we all know injuries are a part of the game, but they've got to make the adjustment.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. James is out there with Anthony. Then it's Dwight Howard, and it's Wade in at the shooting guard position. And for Brooklyn, and it's Jordan in at the 2. All right, Stan, what's something you have your eye on at the start of the season?
Well, every year we have a new rule or some kind of change in the officiating that affects how games are played and called. Here we go. So it's something to watch for.
So Brooklyn wins the tip. With the teardrop, that one goes in.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Pass to James. Back to Anthony. Howard, the screen.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
Three-pointer, Anthony knocks down the long J.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Jordan. Playing the Clippers, he was nearly unstoppable. 2 points. That one goes.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Wade, the pass to Howard. On the wing, Wade, covered by Jordan. Howard with a screen on Jordan. Pass to Howard. Clock at 6. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And there's James from the arc. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And there's another one for Brooklyn.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Inside. Stockton, pass to Carr. Shot's good by Stockton.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now, here's Howard, coming off a terrific game against Minnesota. Howard with a screen on Jordan. Pass to Howard. To the left wing. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Nets with a lead. Pippen outside. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Jordan inside. Here's Olajuwon. Oh, rejected by Howard.
Well, there you have it. Their first miss of the game, but still off to a solid start here in terms of shooting.
And slam dunk by James.
They're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
The Nets have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Here's Stockton, 15 in his last outing. Pass to Jordan. The Nets need to get off a shot here. The deep three. Stockton's shot is off.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Shot's good by James.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Brooklyn trailing. And here's Jordan. They need this. Anthony grabs the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now here's Anthony. Oh, wow. Through the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Chicago shooting their first free throws here for the night. Free throw drops for Anthony. James is checked in for Chicago. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series. So they're looking to correct that.
It's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. Number 1, the Bulls. The Nets in 5th.
One look at last season's shot blocking numbers, and it's clear that these are two squads that love to play the physical game down in the paint.
Nets trail by 5. Pass to Jordan. Here's Carr. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Wade, and he converts the layup.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
The Nets have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Jordan up top. Pass to Stockton. Just 4 to shoot. To the inside. Olajuwon can't get it to go. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Anthony finds James. Howard, the screen. Pulls up at the elbow. James, outside. A shot from the high post. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Nets trail by 7. Here's Jordan. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
First team foul. And at the line, 1 foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
Free throw's good. Jordan. The Bulls on offense. They're on a 12-3 run. Pass to Asenge. James deciding where to go with it. James outside. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Stockton, pass to Tisdale. Here's Olajuwon. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Now, here is James. We saw him with 19 his last time out. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Not even fair. I mean, just shredding the D to pieces. Guarding James and pick and rolls is almost impossible given his basketball IQ.
It's stolen by Howard. James outside. Pass to Wade. Back to James. It's rebounded by Tisdale.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Here's Dumars. Check by James. Here's Jordan. Here's Dumars. Pass to Tisdale from the high post. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Now James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 6.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
And so it's Chicago, closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
And it's Gordon in at the power forward. So that's the Nets 5. Bulls leading by 5. Here's Sparrow. Pass to Anthony. Gordon with a steal. Here's Dumars. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Now Pippen. Gordon outside. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. And there's another one for Brooklyn. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Anthony with it. He's got 6. Pass to Asenge. 6 to shoot. Picked his pocket. Pippen outside. And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the play.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw is good. And so James will bring it up for Chicago. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Down low. Here's Clowney. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pippen, pass to Gordon. Here's Dumars. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Off the left rim and out. Bulls leading by 4. Pass to Heinrich. Now Anthony fires the 3. Dumars grabs the miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, thanks a lot. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Pass to Clowney. And here's Anthony. Defended by Gordon. Gordon against Anthony. There's the block. Pippen outside. Here's Tisdale. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
At one point, it looked like that game was getting away from them, but then they came back swinging.
You know what that is? It's the team.
For Chicago, James comes in for Clowney, and it's Wade in for James. Here's Heinrich. He had 9 points in his last time out. Pass to Wade. Here's Heinrich. James outside. 6 on the shot clock. Brooklyn with the board. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Olajuwon banked it in off the glass. Olajuwon's got his second basket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
James outside. Pass to Wade. Three-pointer, Anthony. Rebounded by Pippen. The Nets have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Out left to the wing. Shots good by Stockton. And now a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's the Senge. Heinrich passes to Wade. Pass to Asenge. They still need this. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Here's Stockton. He's got 5. Pippen. And the shot goes in. Pippen's got 4 points in the quarter.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Pass to Asenge. Chicago passing it around. Here's Anthony. Out to James. So both teams making some changes here.
Team substitutions on the court.
Pass to Wade. Just 5 to shoot. From the baseline. And he knocks the jumper down.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Dumars. Fires top of the key. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And here's James. He's got 6. Pass to Heinrich. James outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Toronto Raptors. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And for that game against the Hornets, that one will be the 7th on the season for them. The team will still be looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Here's Stockton. Pass to Dumars. Here's Stockton for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Stockton's got 8.
Shutout from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
And here's Anthony. Now James. Here's the floater. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
It's his first trip to the line.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
First one falls for him. Good on both. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Dumars. Here's Stockton. From deep, Jordan. Howard grabs the miss. Here's Heinrich. 16 seconds left to play in the half. Now here's Anthony. Pass to Heinrich. 3-pointer. No good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Brooklyn out in front. They lead by 6. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. You know, maybe we should take a road trip, the three of us.
Yeah, if we're going on a road trip, I'm bringing my dogs.
Nah, what about that smell?
I don't think they'll mind it.
Ouch.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Brooklyn Nets.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Anthony is out there with Dwight Howard. Then there's James, and it's Heinrich in at the point.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass, right where it needed to be.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Now Jordan. Pippen outside. Shot clock at 5. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Pippen's got 6 points. The Bulls trail by 6. Anthony outside. Chicago passing it around. Here's James. Here's Howard. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Stockton, pass to Jordan. Here's Olajuwon. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 6 points for him. For Chicago, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Howard, the screen. Here's Wade, covered by Jordan. Wade, that's good. Wade's got 4 points this quarter.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Jordan up top. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 6.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Anthony finds James. Throws it up high. Pippen with it. Picked up by James. In transition. Here comes Brooklyn. Pass to Stockton. Here's Carr. Stockton, pass to Jordan. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Wade. Give him 8. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Heinrich. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 6. Here's Stockton. Now Jordan. Goes up on the wing, and that's off the glass and in. Jordan's got 9 points.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
James passes to Heinrich. 4-3. LeBron fires and hits a 3.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. The Nets in second.
Well, last year they were all over the glass. Their physicality is what helped define their identity.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pippen left side. Pass to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Stockton. From the arc. LeBron with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Chicago making a switch here. James is checked in.
Coming off the floor for the Bulls. Number 8, Bronny James.
Howard, the screen. And he lobs it up. Here's Stockton. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Olajuwon. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
5 to shoot. Anthony with a bucket.
For someone with his scoring numbers, it's remarkable James still makes time to set others up.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Pass to Jordan. Here's Olajuwon. Guarded by Howard. Shot's good by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 8 here in this quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
James inside. Brooklyn pulls it in. Olajuwon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Jordan. Chicago grabs the miss. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now, here is James. Pass to Howard. To the paint. And Carr gets it to go. Carr's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. full line change here for Brooklyn. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Asenge. James outside. In transition, here they come. Here's Tisdale. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Anthony. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Personal foul. Team second.
He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3.
Yeah, his accuracy from the stripe was pretty impressive in their previous game.
Clowney, he's checked in for James.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Anthony. And 1:01 left in the third. Pass to Davidson. Here's Mullen. Gordon outside. Tisdale passes to Davidson. Clock at 6. Here's Dumars. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
James with the ball. Launches it. It's rebounded by Tisdale. Tisdale's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Davidson. Gordon with a screen on James. Here's Dumars. Fires for 3. The putback. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nets leading by 9. And it's Pippen into the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Out to the wing. Here's Mullen. Chicago with a rebound. Here's Heinrich to the middle. Blocked! And they get it back. Here's Asenge. There's a screen. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the layup.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
The Nets shooting very well. 62% and going right at the defense. To the left side wing. Here's Mullen. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
The Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Asenge. Here's Wade, defended by Pippen. Here's Heinrich. And perfection right through the net.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Dumars. Gordon outside. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. 5 on the clock. Clowney pulls it in.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
James passes to Heinrich. Takes the 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. Tisdale's got 6 rebounds in the game. Gordon outside. Pass to Mullen. Over James. Mullen can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 5. Back to Wade. Here's Clowney. Heinrich passes to Wade. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
Let's see those moves.
Checked in for Chicago and keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Jordi Fernandez's huddle. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now, keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Nets leading by 3. Jordan inside. Good work there as it goes.
Any possession that ends with him finishing at the rim is ideal.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. To the right side. Back to Wade. James passes to Heinrich. Here's Wade. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Olajuwon.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pippen outside. Pass to Stockton. Here's Tisdale. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Pippen right side. Here's Stockton. Back to Pippen. Pass to Tisdale. Here's Stockton. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Wade, the pass to Heinrich. Here's the Senge. Here's Wade, covered by Jordan. No good on the triple. To the inside. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Anthony's checked in for Chicago. LeBron comes in for James. And it's the Bulls with the ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And he's going for the oop here. Pass to Stockton. And here's Pippen. Stockton, pass to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up the tray. Good. And James has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Beyond the arc. The triple drop.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Stockton. Nails it. Pretty fade.
No one there to contest. Didn't really need the fade.
And here's Anthony. He launches. Can't get it to go.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Now here's Jordan. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul. A minute 53 left in the game. Shot clock at 5. Throws it up.
Don't underestimate James defensively. He can put the clamps on you when he wants.
Here's Heinrich. Anthony! Booyah! He sinks the triple.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the fourth. Jordan inside. Yes, sir! Count it!
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Anthony fires. Oh, can't hit the jumper. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Pippen with it. James is there. Cash it in!
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Here's Wade, covered by Jordan. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, it misses.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. Anthony pulls it down. The 3 is in. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 2 seconds. At the line, John Stockton. Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. All right, guys, what's your take?
They just haven't put it all together tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Brooklyn. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.